I would say some of the most famous lines ever always come out of John Carpenter movies, in my opinion. I mean, everybody has heard the line, you know, I've come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum. You know?
Yeah.
They may not know where it's from or who said it anymore, but they've heard that line.
I've said that before sex a couple of times. It's a good time.
I agree that's a great line.
It's going to say something rude about that you rarely ever get laid, don't you?
It's too late. I'm already in. Yeah, ouch. Did you say yeah? You mean like in general or lately? Yeah, I'm fucking a mess. Look at me.
So.
But back in the day, Jenny, I used to lay the pipe, the oil rigs.
In the still of the night, hold me, darling. Hold me tight.
So tight.
Say, shooby, dooby, dooby, shooby,
dooby, shooby, dooby. We don't know it.
So real, so right. Lost in the 50s tonight.
Yeah, baby.
That's all I know of it.
What's that one song?
That's a Ronnie Millsap song called Lost in the 50s Tonight.
Ronnie Millsap. He was blind, wasn't he?
He was blind as shit.
Tonya Harding was the white trash darling of figure skating in the 90s. She was great, but she always had one or two people that were better than her. And when it got into the Olympics and getting ready for the Olympics, instead of just working hard and, going out there and doing her best, she instead decided to have her husband knock out the competition. And I mean by literally having her husband attack her competition, her USA teammate, okay, she had her take it out before the event. Then the best part is she ends up winning the competition. And if you go back in the history books, it just says there was no gold medal because they obviously found out that it was her. She had her husband do it. Like, that's not smart. So they got caught pretty quick, and she still tries to this day to say, oh, I had nothing to do with it. Really?
New Year's Eve, I went to a bar right by my house. We closed it down 2 a.m. We went to a strip club, and I remember you guys talked about my affinity for strip clubs.
And this is 10 minutes away from your house.
It's 10 minutes away.
It's
called Private
Oyster?
No, it's called Private Dancer. Private Dancer.
A dancer
and,
for money. We will do what you want.
I went in with a buddy of mine and his girl, and we went inside and we were buying dances, and it started to fill up because it's it's fucking
it's a strip
New
club.
Year's Eve, and it's the only place that's open. It's a strip club.
Now, what kind of characters going in here?
Oh, dude, it.
You ever never been anywhere like the Brass Ass or
no,
yeah,
I haven't been anywhere.
Oh my god, you have to just go one time.
It reminded me of like
the Brass Ass.
Yeah.
you went to Fantasyland.
Oh my Frank.
Yeah, that's not a real strip club.
I know you gotta get one with the pussy's like right here.
Yeah, I want a dirty, sloppy, just purple. I want purple fucking lips. That's how you know that shit's been used a lot.
I was thinking how funny it would be to put nipples on your butt cheeks. Because then they would look like little boobs, but they're butts.
I'm really confused. When the fuck did you ever discuss with me about putting nipples on my butt cheeks?
Jail.
Oh, yeah.
You're 10.
Wow, circa like fucking 9 years ago.
Yeah, it was a while ago. But yeah,
right.
It's lonely in there, and sometimes you want to see some boobs, and the butt is the closest thing to the boobs.
I guess, but why were you looking at my butt? Why Dude, I was the least fit guy in there, and you had your range of guy butts in the whole place. Why'd you have to look at mine?
You're so goddamn thick, though, man. It looks good.
Damn, boy, he's thick.
All right.
Let's
talk about sides.
People have totally forgotten that there's a bunch of Mexican people locked up somewhere. You know, like literally, like that has not been mentioned. When's the last time you heard about that? Are they still there? Are they still caged up? Who fucking knows? But even back, Chinese, they had Chinese concentration camps in the United States.
Or wasn't it Japanese?
Was it Japanese? Yeah, Japanese.
During World War II.
Yeah, George Takei was involved in that and lived his young life in one of those. I can't even fucking imagine, but even Native Americans, they kind of did that with them. With
reservations, yes.
Call it what you will.
I didn't even think about that. That's a good point.
Call it what you will. It is segregating people for a specific reason, and it's never like for a good reason. It's always
whatever you're taking people and using them for anything else than what they are as a human is fucking bad. It's evil.
Yeah. Prince of Darkness versus Near Dark.
Ooh. Prince of Darkness. I am not a fan of Near Dark. I am not.
I'm not a fan of that dang artwork they released for the Blu-ray. It made it look like a Twilight movie. I want that movie on Blu-ray, but I'm not buying that edition. I'm not putting that on my shelf.
That's hilarious.
Man, I don't know. I think I'm going. Ooh, man. I think I'm going Prince of Darkness, man. I like the soundtrack's amazing.
Yeah.
Just that whole vibe, that whole feel.
I mean, it's Carpenter. That's.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I'm going Prince of Darkness.
That's where I'm at.
Dave?
Yep. Yes.
Prince of Darkness? Cool.
Absolutely.
I was asleep on their couch and I heard the children getting up and I was like, it's time for me to leave. They're going to want to watch cartoons.
That's what they want to do.
I want to sleep.
Yeah, you wouldn't have been able to sleep because they go right out there and they take over.
Right away in the morning, they can jump out of bed.
They want to do shit right away.
Yeah. But thank you again. It was nice of you guys to let me crash there so I didn't drink and drive like an idiot.
Mr. Derrick Collins, ladies and gentlemen, proves to us once again why you do not drink, children.
Or you can drink responsibly like Randy.
Yeah.
And when you feel like you've had maybe a little bit too much, you go and you eat a sandwich.
Did that.
You balance it out with food. Maybe have a couple cocktails later.
You
don't have to fly off the handle. I used to do that shit all the time, but
why does it make you crazy? What's going on there?
It increases, for me anyways, it increases my overall power.
It
makes me stronger, faster, smarter.
I think that's in your fucking mind.
I think so too. And I think that's why because now it used to be charming in my mid-20s when I would get blackout drunk and he's so funny. Now it's like, why is he pissing on our carpet and punching the dog?
Has anybody seen how freaked out all these right-wing people got when they found out what Rage Against the Machine was singing about?
Yeah, that's funny. That is so funny.
Dude, I was looking at these comments about boycotting Rage Against the Machine and I'm burning all my CDs. And all I could think was, did you never, ever listen to one single word ever?
No, they did. They heard fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. and they heard they saw that video where all the businessmen were dancing and they're like, these are our guys. Renegades of Funk? We're the Renegades of Funk.
Another fun fact about my first journey to Disney World. I was a young kid and it was like there's this alien ride. And Disney is all about prepping you for waiting. I mean, you're going to wait in line like in any other place. But if you go to Cedar Point, you're just miserable just going back and forth seeing the same people over and over again. Well, at Disney World, they set you up as you're on the ride before you even get on the ride. So you get to hear the story of what's going on. So before you get onto the ride itself. So as a child, I am being tormented by all these like alien things, like shocking you and shocking at stuff, and all these visuals. That's like a 7-year-old. I'm like freaked the F out.
Is that Space Mountain?
No. They took. Well, let me get to it.
Okay.
So I'm like afraid. I'm terrified. I don't even know what the ride's called, by the way. But we get in there and we have to sit down, strap up, and it's like all this 3D stuff, like puppeteers and machines, and you see stuff's going on, and then all of a sudden this alien gets loose, and then the lights go out. And so it's like a 4D adventure. So you're sitting on this chair and you hear and feel steam on the back of your neck coming out, and you just go up, and then they like machines just grab you and poke you and stuff, and you see it like fly, like you hear it flying, the wind's going, people are screaming in this room. I'm actually getting a panic attack just thinking about this right now.
What's the name of those type of rides? Because I know the
it's
zoo
like
actually has one.
It's like
4D, right?
Yeah.
It's like 4D.
Yeah.
4D rides.
But this was before it became big. This was like in the 90s. So anyways, needless to say, it terrified the living crap out of me. I still to this day cannot watch a horror movie because I was thinking of that ride. So that's when I was 7. That's the first time that I went to Disney World.